Are you ready to take your striking game to the next level? Then you've got to get the focus ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, reflex, hand-eye coordination, head movement, and striking IQ. Lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere with the focus ball.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Genesis, and you're watching Deontay's Boxing Nation.
Deontay's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, he did an interview today where he spoke on the Deontay Wilder video, where Deontay Wilder is once again displaying Tyson Fury's gloves, flexing back as he's throwing hooks, and everything else. The padding missing from the right glove, how you can see the deep dent in the glove. And Wilder also talked about his water being spiked. So Frank Warren, he responds to all of this, but it's not what he said that's really telling. It's what he didn't say. It's what he didn't really go over that was really telling to me. Let me quote exactly what he said, and then I'll explain my point. Deontay Wilder says his water was tampered with for the fight with Tyson Fury. I think maybe someone has spiked his drink more recently if this is what he now believes. Wilder must be on something after the load of excuses he came up with earlier this week. Gloves, disloyal trainer, and something in his water? If there was something in his water, then why didn't it come up in his post-fight anti-doping tests? I actually think the American is a nice guy and a really good fighter. So it's sad to see him come out with all of this. For now, we are moving on with Fury, and we are hoping to have his clash with Ajit Caballo signed off sooner for December 5th. By the way, that was my first time trying to pronounce that guy's name that Tyson Fury is planning on fighting next. Okay, so now let's get back to what Frank Warren said. Did you guys notice, although he mentioned the spiked water and he issued a rebuttal for the spiked water, he never had any type of rebuttal when it comes to the gloves? Why is that? Because see, I already knew when Deontay Wilder was talking about the spiked water, I had already said, well, I hope in the court of law, he'll have proof to prove this happened. But that doesn't really matter because the core of this case will surround Tyson Fury's gloves. Everything else is secondary. That's the reason why we're calling it Glove Gate and a glove scandal. We're not calling it the water scandal. We're not calling it Watergate, right? So once again, Frank Warren, he tries to defend the water spiking allegations, but not the glove allegations. That's like a man being accused of raping a woman and then stealing her purse, right? And then once this man finds out he's been accused of this, he says, well, I have proof that I didn't steal her purse, but he doesn't say anything about the rape allegations. This is exactly what Frank Warren just did and said. I just told you guys in the video I dropped the other day when it came to NSAC responding to Deontay Wilder's video. I said it's going to be really interesting to see when NSAC, the WBC, and Tyson Fury's team take the stand in a lawsuit. It's going to be really interesting to see how they're going to explain why Tyson Fury's gloves look the way they do, and why we've never seen anyone else's gloves look like that did not get caught cheating. And this is the reason why Frank Warren didn't say anything about the gloves, because you have no answer for that question. And then you also have the footage that leaked of Tyson Fury in his dressing room right before the fight, where his team goes over and covers up the camera. Imagine an attorney asking NSAC, were you in the dressing room when that camera was shut off? Imagine them asking the WBC president, because the WBC president, he said there's no way Tyson could have cheated because I was in both dressing rooms when they got their hands wrapped. Imagine them asking him that question. Were you in the room during that time when Tyson Fury had turned off the camera? Guys, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of questions that NSAC, the WBC, and Tyson Fury's team will not be able to answer in a court of law. You guys have to understand something. The internet world and a court of law are two entirely different worlds. Now, sure, when you're doing an interview for the internet for a website, you can say whatever you want to say about Wilder. You can say, oh yeah, maybe someone has spiked his water now. He's delusional if he thinks this and he thinks that, and it's so sad and nothing happened. You know, there were no irregularities when it came to the situation, as Insac said. And then with the decals on the internet, you know, those gloves have to be photoshopped and all these other things. That is not going to fly in a court of law, guys. When they get presented with exhibit A, B, and C, which are different images of the gloves. And once again, when other witnesses come and testify, other Tyson Fury sparring partners, when he shows evidence that the gloves that Tyson Fury used when they sparred were tampered with, and he has actual proof of it. Imagine if they subpoena the farmer that was paid off by Tyson Fury to lie about a drug test, a PED drug test that Tyson Fury failed. What you guys have to understand is, if the defendant has a consistent history of either cheating or lying just to cheat, that makes Deontay Wilder's case even stronger, guys. But right now, Tyson Fury, he has some decisions to make right now, because Deontay Wilder, as crazy as this may sound to some, Deontay Wilder, he has so much pride that he would rather get Tyson Fury in the ring a third time to avenge that loss rather than suing him first. That's the reason why he hasn't filed the lawsuit yet, because he's still trying to force Tyson Fury in the ring. So it makes you wonder, what is Tyson going to decide to do? Is Tyson going to say, you know what, man, he's hanging this lawsuit over my head. Let me go ahead and just fight him a third time. Hopefully that problem will go away. Tyson now knows that if he doesn't fight Deontay Wilder, which he doesn't want to anymore, he already made that clear. He said he's moved on. If that's the case, he's got to worry about this lawsuit. So we'll see, man. We'll see how this is going to play out. But once again, you know, it's going to be an uphill battle if this goes to court for Tyson Fury. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Payback is coming.
What's going on, guys? You know, I've always wanted to find a second source of income. And I've always wanted to learn about stocks and trades because I've heard so much good stuff about it. So I finally found a way to do it. And now I'm learning from 6, 7, 8-figure traders. So not only am I learning from them, but the most important thing is I get to copy their trade. So I get to earn while I learn. Now, if you want the full details, click on the link below so you can learn while you copy and paste their trades. And just understand this, guys, just by watching the video, you're doing a great job of supporting my channel, and I appreciate it. And the craziest thing about doing this trading is you can do it anywhere. All you need is an internet connection, and you can do it just with your phone. So if you want to learn how to make a second income alongside me without having to pitch, sell, or recruit, go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll see you inside. You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Stars. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation.